Welcome back to the Crypto Report. I'm Blacksea, and I have another video for you guys. Today, I want to take a look at Bitcoin, take a look at Crocoin, and kind of give you guys my opinion on where I think we could be headed here in the overall market. Because today, right now, we are getting a little bit of a bounce after coming down and testing that $40,000 price level on Bitcoin. The question is, how high will we bounce up? Is this just a little fake out? Is this a trap? Are we going to come back down? We're going to take a look at that. But all in all, right now, guys, everything is kind of bouncing off of a capitulation event, a small one, but we'll call it what it is. It was a little bit of a pullback, a little bit of a sell-off. Bitcoin dominance is increasing, but very, very so lightly. I do think that the weekend is going to have a significant amount of price action. It's probably going to be a wild ride this weekend, but that's kind of how usual weekend price action is. It's wacky, and a lot of the times, come Monday open, when the market opens, it all gets erased. But Bitcoin dominance right now trading at 49.88%. Basically, when you exclude stablecoins, trading at about 52%. We are relatively where we were yesterday, except it is starting to increase with this move to the upside right now. I do want to take a note here, guys. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. I am looking for a couple different things here. Over on the daily, we are getting a move to the upside here, a little bit of a bounce off of the bottom here. We came all the way down to about 40,400, and now we're trading at 41,800. I am looking for two things to play out here. Either let's look at a lower term time frame. Can give you a better picture of what's happening on this 4-hourly candle? It's relatively a large move to the upside, a quote unquote V-shape move for now. But the real question is, do we come up here and test $45,000, or is this just a little bit of a bull trap? That's the real question here. I am looking for a double top type of price action here on the lower term time frames, on like the 4-hourly or maybe even the hourly. It would be interesting to see if we get to the $45,000 price level, in which case I do think that will probably be quite range bound. I'm still leaning into that idea here. When you zoom out, I think that an appropriate range to be looking at here is between $45,000 and $32,000. But that being said, the short-term window I'm looking at here is $45,000 to about $40,000. And until we break below that $40,000 price level, we're probably going to be trading range bound in between that, in that $5,000 price range between 45K and 40K. But I am looking for, if we were to recover here and make our way back to 45K, probably come back down, test that 40,000, and come down to about 38,000 and trade sideways. But like I've been saying in the previous videos, in the past week or so, is that I don't necessarily think that this is going to be swift price action. I think that a lot of the volatility has cooled off, and we need to be looking for higher lows, higher highs, and for right now, consolidation to make a higher low, which would be an appropriate level, would be around that $38,000 price level, which I mentioned. But until we get a little bit more range bound here between that 45,000 and 40,000, I don't really think that we're going to make that push to 38K maybe for a month or so. I think that things are pretty tame right now. It's pretty interesting over on Twitter. You can follow me at 333Blacksea. I'm pretty active over there. The sentiment in the overall crypto Twitter space right now is pretty incredible. All it takes is a move from 49,000 to 40K, and it's a ghost town, which is incredible to see. I mean, I think that as crypto gets more and more mature, you would assume that people would start to realize that it's okay. Dips happen in crypto, and you need to look at the long term. But in reality, it really seems like people more and more are getting much more emotional when it comes to trading in crypto. Maybe it's just the new faces that I'm seeing, or maybe people are just psyching themselves out and not really looking at the bigger picture here when it comes to crypto. But the overall sentiment on crypto Twitter and on YouTube, people have flipped so fast saying, oh, we could come down to $18,000, which is absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Do I think that will happen? No. Sure, are there possibilities of things like that happening? Yes. I mean, if a black swan event came, maybe, but leading up into this halving, guys, the halving is so close. It's only a couple months away. we're not going to $18,000, guys. We're not. That's very, 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 very unlikely. Like I said, what I'm expecting here is sideways consolidation between $45,000 and $40,000 with an eventual move, a quick little swift move to 38,000 sideways price action, and probably start to make our way up after the Bitcoin halving. Probably in the second quarter, the end of the second quarter of 2024, I think is an appropriate time to be looking at new highs, new levels above, say, $50,000, testing previous all-time highs around $60,000. I think that that's an appropriate time frame. But until then, what am I doing right now? In my opinion, the right thing to be doing right now is either holding, layering into this dip. If we dip down further, layer in more, because these dips are for buying right now, guys. Buying the dips during leading up to a bull market is great opportunity, especially if you haven't been buying back here, you know, in the depths of the bear market, and you haven't gone in, you didn't have capital to get in, or whatever it may be. Maybe you were too worried to get in. You thought we were going to go to 12K, maybe something like that. Well, then, what I would tell you is that right now we're dipping. It's probably a good time to be looking into layering in. I'm not saying going all in, but I think it's appropriate time to be layering. And I'm looking at some altcoins right now myself, thinking about layering in into some. If you are a member on the channel, you can join our private Discord, and I'll tell you all about the coins that I'm layering into first before I make them public on the channel. But over on Crocoin, well, guys, we're still spilling over. I still think that altcoins, the only way altcoins will outperform Bitcoin in the short term right now would be if Ethereum decides to make this move above $2,600, breaking out to $2,800. That's still kind of on the table here, guys. And if that does happen, the altcoins will perform very, very, very well. So that's why I'm looking at some altcoins right now, just to play it safe. I am definitely very exposed to some altcoins right now, but I want to increase my exposure, especially on these dips. But that being said, guys, be patient. We're probably going to be consolidating for a significant amount of time. I do think that this weekend price action is probably going to be pretty wacky, so we're going to have to keep a close eye on that. But if you like this type of content, please like this video. Subscribe to the channel right now. Go follow me on Twitter at 333Blacksea. Also, go follow me on Instagram. I just created one. I believe it's 333Blacksea as well. I'm going to be doing giveaways over there and just posting. Maybe I'll dox myself there one day. We'll have to find out. But also, please check out some awesome referral links we have down below this video. We have a $4,100 sign-up bonus to Femex. $8,000 sign-up bonus to BitGet. Lots of free money to take advantage of. But that's all I got, guys. Be patient. We're probably going to be consolidating here. Don't get shaken out. Any of these dips around this level, around 38,000 to 40,000, in my opinion, is for buying. Especially if we stay, as long as we stay above $32,000, we don't really have to question much on the fundamentals of this 4-year cycle. But if we were to come down and the 4-year cycle is broken, well then obviously that would be a different video, and I would be talking about that. If it ever happens, you know that I'll be the first to be talking about it. But that's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.